Holla if you hear it. It's the only goddess with a message from spirit. What's coming down from the divine spirit guides ancestors now? What's coming down? Gemini, what's goody? I'm tapping in with you for the week. Let's see what the weekly message is from our Geminis. Sun, Moon, Venus rising, North and South node. What is the message that my Geminis need to know at this time for their greatest and highest good, healing, growth, and expansion spirits? Ashe. Magician card in the reverse, and that is Mercury energy. So that is your energy, Gemini. So that is your current energy. You could be dealing with some, ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. I was trying to readjust. Hello. So you could be dealing with some negative thinking or some manipulative individuals possibly trying to manipulate you to do what they want you to do when your inner being is telling you to go in a different direction. That can be such a difficult thing to deal with when you know what your spirit is telling you to do, and then you have other people trying to tell you otherwise. It can be very overwhelming. It can be very confusing. Do not allow people to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do. And it don't sit right with your spirit, okay, Gemini? It's time for you to really focus your mind on positive, optimistic thoughts about where you are and where you're going, okay? Some of you guys could be thinking that you don't have what it takes to make your dreams and make your goals a reality. And what we don't realize is that it starts with our mindset. If we have a negative mindset, then negativity is going to manifest. You're going to cancel the manifestation, okay? Even if you cannot see it, you have to believe in it before you see it. And that is how you will manifest it into reality. Yep, 7 of Wands as what is crossing you. So Spirit is saying, and in the reverse at that. So Spirit is saying, stop fighting yourself. Stop self-sabotaging, okay? It's time to have faith. It's time to think from a faith-based mindset and not a lack mindset, okay? Spirit is saying there's no need to be defensive. Some battles are not worth fighting. And it's about learning to know when something is worth addressing and when it's not. It's about not fighting yourself and self-sabotaging yourself with negative thinking and self-doubt and overthinking, okay? We have in the subconscious the World card, okay? So that's Saturn energy, and Saturn energy is real heavy with this new moon in Aquarius. So Spirit is saying, you got some work to do. You got some cycles that you are closing at this time. Some of you could be entering your Saturn return. So or your Saturn return could be coming up soon. So now is the time to really get in an attitude of gratitude. Be grateful for the things that you learned from the past. Don't hold on to the things that people say energetically. Don't take them personal and then start, like I said, overthinking, beating yourself up. It's really important that you surrender to this transformation. You have everything that you need to make your goals come true. And like I said, old habits die hard. Ending cycles are not easy, and you could be doubting yourself in this new beginning, in this new phase of your life. But subconsciously, you are ready. You're ready for this new beginning, but you have to believe in yourself and be unapologetically yourself. And if people don't resonate with that, then they got to go. Okay, how? 3 of Pentacles. So some of you guys could have recently, established a business, or you could be starting a new job, a new career at this time. Also, you could be entertaining collaboration ideas with your peers at this time, or this could have been some past situations, and I'm hearing maybe some of you are thinking about branching on your own, doing your own thing, doing something that is different from what was instilled in you, basically what you were raised to think about, career and finances. It could be the opposite of what you actually enjoy doing, on what you actually see for yourself. And that can be difficult. That could be what you're dealing with. A lot of people trying to distract you or make you feel like your dreams and your goals are crazy and not practical. And you could be in a space where you are creating your own, you're creating your own traditions. You're creating a new level of what success looks like. You could be breaking old generational curses of where, the only way to be successful is to have a 9 to 5. And you could be, breaking that cycle of being the first entrepreneur in your family. Okay. Also, you could be dealing with a third party situation, possibly a child support situation with the father or the mother of your children as well. I see it being resolved. I see it being resolved, but you guys have to work together and think about what's best for the children. That was specific for somebody. We have the 2 of Wands as the possibilities. So you are definitely looking at your options at this time. Spirit is needing for you to be confident in yourself. Don't self-sabotage due to you dealing with other people's, negativity. Don't take on other people's opinions or, negative energy. It's time for you to, focus on broadening your worldview. Realize that you have so many abundant options and ideas, and don't be afraid to put them out to the world. Don't be afraid to make that decision. Okay, it's time to get off the bench and get in the game. Okay, period. All right, so some of you could have a brand or a business that is, like I said, that is fresh and it's new, and you could be dealing with some fear. You could be dealing with some doubts because it is a new phase. Like I said, you're entering a new cycle that is unfamiliar to you, but you are prepared because of what you went through in your past. So take what you learned from the past and apply it to where you are going. Path to the future is the Tower in the reverse. So like I said, there are some things that are no longer resonating with you. There are some foundations, some paradigms that need to come to an end, and you need to surrender to the change. This change is giving internal change. That is the path to you, getting into, your abundant future. If you are afraid of change, if you are resistant to change, if you are obsessive and obsessing over the outcome, Lord, okay, Spirit is loud today. If you are sitting here wondering why things aren't changing for you, it starts with you changing you. It starts with your mindset. It starts with your habits. It starts with the people you allow in your space. If certain things are not working out, realize that they are not working out for a reason. Okay, redirection is divine protection. Okay, yes, Spirit said move the fuck on. Chariot card, Cancer energy. So Spirit is saying whatever is not working out, it's time to move forward. It's time to roll with the punches. Mercury retrograde could be affecting technology. It could be affecting, different contracts and things when it comes to, your job or your career. And don't question these changes. Don't question these things not working the way that you want them to, because sometimes what we want is not what we need. So Spirit is saying whatever it is that you are holding on to at this time, it's time to move forward. Some people also could be getting a new car or need to check in with their car and with maintenance at this time. Okay, some of y'all could be thinking about spinning the block on somebody who did you wrong in the past. Okay, as well. So Spirit is saying if you need a sign that it's time to move on, it's time to move on, because the connection is unstable. And trying to hold on to an unstable connection without having your foundation solid is only going to build a very unstable connection. It's like you playing a game of Jenga with your heart. If you know, you know. The Devil, Capricorn energy. So a Capricorn could be significant. Spirit is saying it's time to, recognize where you are being codependent in certain situations. You could be codependent on needing other people to validate you. You could be codependent on toxic relationships and narcissistic situationships and things of that nature. Like I said, you could be dealing with somebody who's very manipulative and who makes you feel like everything that is going wrong in the relationship is not on them, even though they're the ones, like I said, who could have disrespected you, cheated on you, and things of that nature. It's given a lot of reverse psychology. A lot of the times people will make you feel like you are the reason why they fucked you over. That's specific for somebody. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for the manipulation. Don't fall for the okie doke. Okay? Some of us really need to focus on becoming disciplined at this time, you know, and not being obsessive over the outcome, but putting in the work and being disciplined. The devil card is also about, you know, putting in that work. It's about being very, you know, focused on getting ish done. Because Capricorn is also associated with Saturn. Okay, 8 of Wands in the reverse as your hopes and fears. So it's like you have a fear of moving on. You know, you have a fear of having a certain conversation. Some of you, it's the breakups conversation. Some of you got to put your pride aside to, you know, come to a resolution. Others of you need to realize why you are not in the vortex of being open to receiving, and that is because you are in a mindset of lack, of scarcity, of low self-esteem, of codependency. In order for things to start moving forward, you have to first believe in yourself and then become disciplined, create a schedule, do your part, get things accomplished. Okay, we have as the final outcome the 2 of Swords. So you have to get out of your own way. You got to get out of your head. And when things start to feel overwhelming, be still, sit with your higher self, sit with the divine and meditate and pray. Okay, don't get so caught up in overthinking and in your emotions that you create stagnancy. Okay, Spirit is saying it's time for you to surrender to the divine and not your own understanding. Temperance card in the reverse, Sagittarius energy at the bottom of the deck. So the Temperance card is all about trusting in divine timing. You know, also doing things in moderation. You could be succumbing to your addictions a lot more because you are feeling very overwhelmed, you know, very unstable and possibly depressed, possibly have a lot of inner critic that is your ego and your pride, you know, making you feel like you're not good enough or make you start comparing yourselves to other people. So it's important that you be mindful of your thoughts, be mindful of the people that you have around you, be mindful of the way that you think and the way that you speak, because that affects how things manifest and how things turn out. So Spirit is saying trust the process. You have 1, 2, 3 as a angel number. That could be something that you see a lot. And that talks about trusting in divine timing, trusting that things are going to align the way that they are supposed to, and don't allow other people's opinions, don't allow your own inner critic and your overthinking to cause you to think that things are not going to work out in your favor. You also have 2-2 and the Temperance card, or you could be seeing 2-2-2 a lot. So Spirit is saying it's important that you focus on bringing your life back into a balance spirituality and practicality. Don't become so obsessed over being successful that you forget about tending to your own spiritual needs and your spiritual hygiene, you know. So definitely focusing on being balanced in the physical but also in the spiritual, you know, meditating daily, praying daily, making a rising and or evening routine where you pray and you meditate and you are still and you are listening to what Spirit is trying to guide you to do. And like I said, some of you guys need to make a decision, you know, on a situation with some people or some toxic lovers or some toxic, you know, family. You know, you have to make the decision to see people for who they are and accept them for who they are, but that don't mean you got to deal with their abuse, with their negativity, with their manipulation. So establishing boundaries is essential for some of my Geminis. Okay, it says stop fucking whining. No one wants to listen to that shit. Complaining makes you weak. You have the strength to change your world. So do it. So you do have the strength to change your world, but you have to make the decision to put yourself out there. Don't self-sabotage yourself, or don't allow other people to, speak negativity or scarcity or lack over you. Don't allow people to manipulate you or intimidate you at this time. It's time to focus on what you are building and what you want to present to the world. You have figure shit out on your own. So sometimes you have to move on from cycles. Like I said, there are cycles that are coming to an end at this time. And now you're feeling like you're on your own, and that could be a fear of, for some people, when it comes to moving on, is being on your own and figuring it out on your own. But you're the only person that can save you. You can't expect anybody else to do that. Okay? Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. You need some fucking alone time, and you know why. So yeah, you need some alone time for some healing, to connect with spirit, to really figure out where you are going next, and to really create an abundance plan to help, fund your dreams and your goals. Some of you need to write down what you are trying to manifest or create, and you need to be very optimistic and have positive thoughts and beliefs. If your belief is in lack and scarcity and obsessed with the fact that you can't see the outcome, that is what's making you feel like you are stuck. But you are not stuck. You are in the flow, but you have to surrender to the flow and not obsess over the outcome. Not obsess about how things are going to manifest, because that cancels the manifestation. It's about knowing what your intentions are, believing in them, working towards them, but not obsessing and overthinking about the situation. Trust that things are going to align in divine timing. Okay? I think that's what's going to be the name of this reading, is divine timing. Okay, so I hope that this reading resonated with you all, and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you are alerted when I upload, and make sure you drink your water, grow your edges, and mind your business. Peace.